Hello, everyone. Welcome to Starlit Tarot. I know it's been a while that I've posted a reading, a video, but I've had some stuff going on in my life that I needed to take care of and sort out, and now that that's done. Anyway, let's jump right in. So, this is going to be a general reading for the collective, whatever comes out, whether it's love, finances, career. Spirit, could you please tell us what's coming up for the collective? Spirit, could you please tell us what's coming up for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, could you please tell us what messages you have for the collective? Okay, the first card is the Tower in the reverse. Second card is your Page of Swords in the reverse. So it could be something that you've come out of recently. You could be dealing with Scorpio, Leo. You also could be dealing with Libra, Gemini. So this is something that you've come out of recently. Um, I think it could be a relationship that you were a little doubtful of, as in you didn't know if how you would be able to manage if you came out of that relationship. But now that you have, things are changing. I think your person is talking about you behind your back. This could be your ex. This could be your ex's friend circle. They're talking about you since you walked out of the relationship. You have the King of Swords upright. You're being very truthful and honest with yourself. There's a lot that is going on in your head right now. Pay no mind to the people who are talking behind your back. There's a reason they're behind your back, as they say. You have the Knight of Swords, so there's someone coming rushing in. Uh, there's somebody in your periphery, is what I'm hearing. So maybe this is somebody that you've been confiding in, something that you've been speaking to. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody you've considered a friend. And this person is now, coming towards you uh, since you've come out of this relationship. I think they're looking at, something long term, looking into the future. I think they feel that they would be able to progress, or they feel that they would be victorious with this relationship. They have a little more confidence since you've broken up. And I think it's been a while that you've come out of, this situation that you had been in. It was a very stormy time for you. It's a lot of restlessness. Um, I think your person had the person that you were dealing with earlier. Um, was in a position where they never used to say anything, where you had a tough time making this person listen to you, because this person never ever listened, and you always felt that you were talking, or you were speaking to a brick wall. Now you're in a better place. Now you can see things very clearly, and I think now you have your guard up. You're like, so far no further. There's a lot of swords in this, so there's a lot of air energy. Okay. You also have the Page of Wands in reverse. I think this is mostly your person's energy. Your person is a little conflicted now. Maybe this change caused a spiritual awakening in your person. But your person is somebody who waits, who delays, who would always procrastinate. And this is one thing maybe you guys were planning your wedding, but your person was always putting it off for a later date until you told him or her that enough, no more, and that you're moving on. And I think your person uh, would rather that you have moved on than actually plan a wedding. So I don't think this person was very committal, if you see, as in didn't want to give you that long term commitment, but wanted a long term relationship without the commitment. And I think from where you're coming from, what I'm sensing is that you're somebody who wanted that commitment. Now you're feeling this is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes you feel you're a little stuck. Sometimes you feel that you push yourself to where you want perfectionism, and you felt that you put in a lot of effort into this relationship, but you know without any outcome. And somewhere there are regrets. But like I said, there is a person in your periphery, and this person seems to be a little more confident now. They seem to be charging in and taking, um, stock. It's now that they've taken stock of the situation, they're charging in. I think they think that you're open to something new. I don't necessarily feel you are. You have the strength card in the reverse. Somewhere I think you've got this raw emotions still within you, and there are times when you're a little low on your energy. mm, but spirit is saying take this time out, take this pause as a time for you to rejuvenate, to fill your cup before you get into anything else. And I think somewhere you know this as well. Spirit, please give us one last card, one last message. Okay, this is the Hierophant in reverse. Hmm. I think somewhere you faced a number of challenges when you were trying to step out of the relationship. While I don't see any mention of there being any children here, it could be that there were children in this relationship as well, for which maybe your family told you to think twice before you stepped out of this. Because when there's children in the mix, it's not easy. It's an entirely different ball game. But I think you, with just blind faith, you moved ahead. And I am I'm wondering why the High Priestess or the Empress isn't here. The reverse of the deck says you have the Eight of Swords. Self-limiting beliefs. I think you've been your biggest critic. One thing that stopped you from reaching out, from making a move, from doing things for yourself has been you yourself. And even now, you have these self limiting doubts and thoughts. I think because the relationship that you were in put you through the ringer completely, that it changed your entire perception of yourself. You know. Okay, let's see. Spirit, could you please give us a few more messages? Let's try and clarify. Although I don't think the card need clarification. Let's see what messages Spirit has. Spirit, could you please tell us what are your messages for the collective? The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. There could be a third person around your previous person or your ex, who was very jealous, who was materialistic, somebody who was poisoning their ears. And maybe you tried warning your person about this particular friend or so called friend, but they didn't listen. You have the Two of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. There are still times when you feel that your life is a little disorganized, a little imbalanced. I think the setup that you were in earlier, you were comfortable in it. But now that you've made, now this could be for those who've already made, taken that big step and moved out of the relationship, or this could be for that I'm reading for something that is to transpire in the future, because I can't really tell the timing when. Maybe it's happened or maybe it is going to happen. So you're a little overwhelmed with these thoughts. You're wondering if you should or you shouldn't. I want to know as to what exactly happened. Why was this tower? Why did this tower happen? The Page of Cups. Okay, it's in the upright position. Maybe you were a little too emotional. You didn't see through this person's, um, the games and manipulation that they were playing. You have the Sun though, so that is very good card. You've got success coming in the future if you stick to your plans. Why the Tower though, Spirit? Why the Tower? Okay, you have the Five of Swords in the reverse position. There was a lot of resentment in this relationship. You have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You could have been dealing with a Gemini as well. Um, there were times when you felt very defeated. You felt that the situation was hopeless. Maybe you were in such a situation where you were completely dependent on your person. This could have been financial dependency as well. So, like I said, there could have been children involved. Although I do not see mention of like any kind of sign to suggest that they could have been. I still get this feeling that there could have been children in the in the relationship as well. But now, since the tower is also in the reverse, you've got the five of swords and the ten of swords also in the reverse. I think that earlier there was this sense of that you felt that it was an absolutely hopeless situation. I think you did not believe that you would be able to step out of the situation, and you were very anxious. There used to be arguments, conflicts, aggression. um, the six of pentacles. You felt that your person was not, you felt the relationship was imbalanced. You felt your person was not giving to you fairly. Like I said, there could have been three people as well. There could have been a third party. I'm not saying that there was. There could have been, and if there was, then you have been aware of it. And the Emperor. Okay. Did you feel that you were in your masculine energy now? Does not necessarily mean that you have to be male for you to have masculine energy. We all encompass masculine and feminine energy. But I think somewhere you felt that they were, you were always in your masculine energy, and somewhere you wanted, you while you were, you had your space, I feel, and I think you were the backbone of the relationship, and you were tired. Like I said, I see the procrastination card here as well. I feel the lack of self discipline. I feel, you felt that you were constantly working without any reward. I even mentioned about you feeling like you were speaking and speaking to a brick wall because your person simply wouldn't listen. So you could be now in a situation where you've come out of this relationship. Maybe you're trying to start life anew. Maybe this is something that you have been contemplating. Spirit, could you please give us your messages for the collective? What's your messages for the collective, Spirit? Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Okay, so like I said, it could have been a long term relationship, but maybe you were married, maybe there was, it was something that you were looking forward to, but the person kept procrastinating. Were you dealing with a person who was already married and you found out later? That could be the case. Passion. All right, this could have started on a very passionate note. You could be dealing with somebody who's dark haired. You felt that this person was your everything, somebody God sent who was like an angel. But this could be something that is coming in the future as well for you. Playfulness. Spirit says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So take this space, take this time to. I think it's important for you to get back to nature, to sit with yourself. Just because the previous relation has gone sour doesn't mean the rest of your relationships should be that way. But instead of all, there is somebody in your periphery, like I said, and that person will come rushing in now with a little more confidence, I feel. Key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, and string along. So you could have somebody rushing in, trying to take advantage of the situation, but Spirit says for you to use your discretion and make sure you don't do something that you regret later. Spirit, could you please give us your messages for the collective? Heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling loss, grieving, and despair, breakup. This is old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. But this came in the reverse position because I feel that you're coming out of that situation. You're coming out of that situation. The runner, fear of intimacy. Is that you? Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity. This is somebody who takes long walks, somebody who's, takes long walks across a bridge. Could, resonate with someone. I'm just getting that image in my head since I've seen it here as well. So, fear of intimacy, running away. This playfulness card that is here, I feel it's related to this, the fear of intimacy, running away, letting go. It's only when you let go that you can make space for anything new. And not every relationship is going to drain the life out of you. Yes, we most often tend to attract the wrong ones, unfortunately, but there are lessons to be learned through those experiences as well. So let's see what messages your person has for you. Spirit, could you please tell us what messages um, the collective's person has for them? Spirit, wow. Okay. Drugs and alcohol in the reverse. I can't stop thinking about you. I long for your kiss. And I have to let you go to find myself. So you could be dealing with somebody who was, some, going through substance abuse. Could be somebody who's now longing for you, missing you, can't stop thinking about you. But I think you've gone beyond that. I have to let you go to find myself. I think your person is coming to terms with the fact that you're not going back. You're not going to. Maybe your person tried approaching you. Maybe you had a final conversation and your person was positive about it. I can't make you happy. Maybe there's something they said to you. I wish to be like you, but in the reverse. The heat between us is intense. This could be the person on your periphery and you're apprehensive. Spirit says, take your time, own your space, give yourself some time to recuperate from whatever you've been through. And whenever you're ready for it, you will know. You will know. What are your messages for the collective, Spirit? Could you please give us your messages for the collective? Giving money. This is something that you had done earlier in the past. You've learned your lesson when it comes to finances. So you're a little careful now, I would say, with whom you trust and whom you give your money to. Spirit, what are your messages for the collective? Shine. Your light irritates their demons. Some of you have been going back to church, reading the Bible. Maybe this is something you do. Some of you have been hearing, some of you have been waking up early in the morning and reading the Bible. Okay, keep doing that, is what Spirit says. Keep doing that. Haunted. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. Yeah. Could be something that had happened in over Thanksgiving or Halloween. Maybe in the month of October. I think there are some memories that you sometimes go back to. But you see how you have this the scary pumpkin face and the cross there? Your light irritates their demons. So keep doing that. Keep shining. Dirty offer. This could be the dirty offer that I was referring to earlier. Let's pull out one last card from this deck for you. Drama starter, and it's in the reverse position. You no longer want to be involved in drama, and that's a very wise thing to do. Spirit, could you please give us one message? One message. We're just going to pull one card as a message for you, collective. Something the Spirit wants you to know. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. This is such a beautiful picture. Rose quartz could be significant for you. Okay. Spirit is saying that it gets very it's very easy to look back and to think of things and wonder and what if this could have happened this way? What if I didn't say that? What if he didn't say that? What if this didn't happen? But it is what it is currently, and there is no going back. What is done is done. It's important to sit with that no matter how terrible that makes you feel. But I think the moment you sit with that is when that acceptance comes in. And when acceptance comes in, I think we become a little easier on ourselves. And things that cannot be changed, just let it go. Because if it is meant for you, it will come. It's just a matter of time. I think I keep hearing the word patience. It is how you behave when you're being patient. That's what's coming to my head. Anyway, if this message resonated for you, please like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe and share. Thank you.